Hi folks, this is Tim Behrens. Just wanted to post a quick video in response to some of the questions that came up on my YouTube video showing how to control Sampletank with Geo Synthesizer. Just real quick, just wanted to show you what my process was. So as you can see, I start out in Sampletank. I've got 4 instruments loaded up. Each bank is controlled by a separate MIDI channel. So bank A is channel 1, bank B channel 2, C channel 3, and our lead flute here is going to be channel 4. Every one of the instruments can play loops, and each one of them, if you were to scroll down, you can see there are actually key switches that will turn the loops on and off, which is kind of cool because you can actually control that from Geo Synthesizer as well. Just discovered that. So hitting it once will turn it on, hitting it again will turn it off. This is the groove I'm working with. So that is Sampletank. Next I'm going to load up MIDI Bridge. And I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about this program except that it works and seems to work pretty well. So what I can tell you what I do know, on the left hand side you're going to see your MIDI outputs, or your core MIDI outputs as well. In this case, our controller Geo Synthesizer is going to be outputting to Sampletank, which the inputs will be on the right. So I just set it up so that everything was connected to everything else, and it seems to work. So I know there's a lot more you can do with it, but just haven't figured it out yet. Also under preferences, want to make sure that run in the background is on, and I also have connect automatically on as well. That seems to work for me. So that is MIDI Bridge. I will then open Geo Synthesizer. And as you can see, I'm not getting any sound right now. I've actually found that once you have Geo Synthesizer open, you have to go back to Sampletank, play it. That will make the connection, and now we should be connected. So my Geo Synthesizer setup. Here there is a performance or player tab that I like to add options to. I like to add the whammy bar or the whammy slider, the drone and scale buttons. If I scroll down to the MIDI options, I like to add the bends button, panic, volume slider, bass channel. The panic because occasionally you do send something that Sampletank doesn't know what to do with, and it will lock or play a note, and the panic button will stop that. So that's my setup, and you can see with the bass channels, if I switch to channel 1, I'm now playing to channel 1 in Sampletank and getting the drum sounds. If I go down to the octave where those key switches are, I can actually turn my loops on and off. Same would be true for channel 2. It's my clav sound. And the same for channel 3, which is the bass. And then channel 4, the flute sounds. Someone asked about the MIDI bends button, which is how I'm sliding between notes. When that's on, it will allow you to slide. So, well, I'm way down there though, aren't I? Yes. Between that and the whammy bar, you can actually get some pretty cool kind of Native American sounds. Anyways, there's that. My setup here, someone asked how it translates from guitar. I have a virtual kind of setup of 6 strings. I think of the low or the bass string as being the E string on a guitar, and you'll find that if you're familiar with scale patterns that it translates pretty well. Like right now I have, if you pick a scale, I have minor pentatonic picked, which is what I solo in a lot. So I've got 1 4 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 4 1 4. So the only difference being is that for what would be the B string, it's not down half a step. That doesn't take a lot to get used to that. So Let's see, what else can I tell you? Oh, the auto feature, when you switch octaves between manual and auto will allow you to jump between octaves, which is incredibly cool. Still getting the hang of that, so I leave that off a lot, but it's kind of nice when you're soloing. If you want to jump around a bit, it's a great feature. And that's about it. That's really all it took to get me connected, and that's I appreciate all the comments and everyone checking the video out. So I'll just leave you with the groove here.